And we live.
Yo. Welcome to the Just Talk Show. It's your boy, the Professor. Everybody here to Just Talk MJ, Just Talk AJ, Just Talk Junior, and that boy Just Talk Ziggy. Y'all say what's up to the world.
What's happening, brother? Just Talk MJ in here.
Yo, what's up? It's Just Talk Ziggy.
Shit, everybody else slow. While we waiting on the fellas, we're gonna drop this video out the chat, man. That's cool, Professor.
Yeah. Roll that video.
Rapper Busta Rhymes accused of assault in New York. Busta Rhymes faces accusations of punching a man in the face during an incident in Brooklyn. The rapper, legally known as Trevor Smith, received a desk appearance ticket for assault charges. This alleged attack occurred on January 10th, leading to police involvement after a 911 call. Rhymes is charged with third-degree assault, classified as a misdemeanor under New York law. The incident has drawn attention as fans await further developments in this unfolding story. Stay tuned for updates on this developing story.
Yo.
Damn, third degree? I didn't know you had third degree. I guess that ain't bad.
Nah, it ain't bad. It ain't even like first degree.
Okay.
He was gonna be locked up. He won't have to get bailed out. Well,
yeah.
Real quick, we're gonna just talk about quick topics, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see in the background, you know what I'm saying, assault allegations on Busta Rhymes and Method Man. You just seen the video of Busta Rhymes. What they was explaining real quick, just some of the facts they were saying is that, or the facts that alleged facts, is that Busta was in the studio with a friend of his assistant, 50-year-old male. They've been around each other for a while, and supposedly he got a phone call or was playing with his phone, and Busta, assaulted him, punched the man in the face several times. The police had to be called on the scene, and Busta Rhymes got arrested. It's a little crazy. It's a little different. What's y'all opinions on it, fellas? Anybody can hit the flow first.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Let me see, man. It's kind of crazy that, like this guy was saying, man. They got too much money in the rap game to be acting that type of way. You know what I'm saying? You got to show some type of self-restraint, because the media gonna be on you. People gonna be asking questions why you do it. You gotta have a good answer. That's all I can say. But when you go to putting your hands on people, man, that's kind of like that's a ticket to say, hey, you can hit me back, because you know what I'm saying. They go for any man in the world. I'm sure if somebody hit them, they gonna defend themselves, or they're gonna figure out a way to get back. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things where you gotta just take accountability for it, and he gonna have to, just like I said, take accountability for it and receive the consequences behind it. That's my take.
Word. AJ, what you got?
It's Just Talk AJ. What's going on, my black fellas, my black kings? Thank you for having me on this podcast tonight with you guys. On my take on this Busta Rhymes situation is, I kind of agree with Ziggy was saying. Like, you too big, you too powerful, man. You shouldn't stoop to that level to putting your hands on somebody, doing things in that nature like that. If anything, you got money, just slide somebody some money, do some things for a little piece of change. You understand me? But other than that, I feel like you ain't have to put your hands on you. I mean, like I keep saying, man, you got money. You like Ziggy said, you big. The media gonna eat that up. They gonna now he finna try to sue you for so much money. It's like you taking the L. Now you taking more to so. Again, guys, thank you for having me on this podcast. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. But that's my take on the Busta Rhymes video. He should have never did it. He should have got his people to hey, take care of that for me. Just Talk AJ, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Take that. What you got, MJ?
Well, yeah, man. Way I feel about it is, man, Bus was having a bad day, bro. Bus was having a bad day. Somebody had pissed him off. And that dude just, probably stepped over the line that, he shouldn't have stepped over at that day. Allegedly, I think they known each other for a while. So, whatever went on, Busta had to get, extra aggravated. It was something, out of the ordinary that made him do that type of shit to somebody he known that long. So it must have been over some money that they was trying to get. He was on the phone and wouldn't get off the phone, and Busta was like, "Bro, we trying to do this, whatever," and just went in the nigga jaw or whatever he did. But hey, I would say Busta by now. If you've been around him that long, you know what lines to push and what buttons not to push. You know what I mean? Especially if he paying you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I mean, he was just having a bad day, bro. I mean, you just got to look at it like that. But like y'all saying, I agree. You got too much money to be doing shit like that. But sometimes you don't give a fuck about all that. Somebody disrespect you, give a fuck how much money I got. You know what I'm saying? Just like the other topic we're gonna talk about, Method Man. Give a fuck how much money I got. Somebody did something to my daughter and their ass need to be seen about. It's gonna happen.
Well, that's we don't want to jump the gun too fast on that one, but
no, I was just kind of foreshadowing my guy. But yeah, I feel you.
I would say my take real quick is that it's probably the end of a friendship. If they've been around each other that long, it was a partnership, friendship, a business friendship at least, and it won't happen no more. There's no way they'll be able to continue in good grace. You cross the line when you put your hands on somebody, and as earlier the panelist said, you open yourself up to be retaliated on, and any man gonna retaliate if he about his, he gonna retaliate. Now the situation be different depending on how it's going, but I believe this ain't the first time. This ain't the first time. That's why the cops got called this time, because he got tired of getting his ass kicked and not being able to do anything about it. He said, "Fuck it."
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like he got tired of it. He been his punching bag. You remember that movie Time Cop, where the guy was going back in time with Jean-Claude Van Damme? The dude was trying to run for president, and he had that assistant, and he pushed his head up against the windshield. The window. And was like, I don't want no sniveling ass guy around me. Or yes, man.
Yeah, I think I remember that shit. It sounds familiar. Yeah.
That might be the scenario of how that's been going for this particular fellow. It's like, hey, he busted around his punching bag. That's alleged. That's just my
he finally got tired of it, huh?
Right, he finally got tired of it and said, hey, hey man, I'm done. What you think, CJ? What you think about it?
Oh. Good evening, everyone. This is Just Talk CJ, and my take on it is, man, we as brothers, man, we always the society wants to look at us as the angry black man, and they giving them what they want. I'm not for that. I'm a high road guy. If I got an issue with you, I'm just gonna address the issue. If me and you can't square it up as far as on a conversation, you know what? Next time I just won't do business with you. I'll just take my business elsewhere, and it'll be just like that. But as far as I'm gonna piggyback off of what Just Talk Ziggy said, man, once you put your hands on me, you just gave me the rights to go ahead and mollywop you and go on where you out and give you what you really wanted. And then if you want to take it to the next level, we can continue with the aggression. But as far as him putting his hands on that man, he know he wrong. And guess what? The cops wouldn't need to been called because you in my house, and you know how that's gonna end. So that's just my take on that. Busta was all out of line. I don't care what kind of bad day he was having. He better go get him an espresso or a coffee or something and mellow out. But
take a chill pill. I'm gonna pick it back out like what you said.
I'm not gonna let you just fly off on me like that. Some guys, they'll be like, well, I just accept it, but I'm not the accepting type, so that ain't gonna fly with me. And that's my take on it.
Yeah, I forgot about that. He was at that dude's house too. I forgot about that aspect. Man, that's crazy. He was at the dude who he beat up house, did that shit.
Yeah, he did that at the dude's house.
He probably died and never. That was me, but
I want to pick back on what AJ said, man.
Go ahead.
Like what AJ said, man. He gonna get sued behind that. That's a bigger problem. You know what I'm saying? That whatever he released that little anger, them couple of punches ain't gonna cost more than the couple million that he finna have to probably cough up. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to come up at least $5 million. You know what I'm saying? Me, if him thinking the money wise, yeah, hey, you have 5 million. Like Drake, he's suing, it's another topic, but Drake suing Kendrick Lamar, you know what I'm saying, just for talking about him. He ain't even hit him not one time, but he
Oh, he,
talking about him.
oh,
You
he
know what
hit
I'm saying?
he
Well,
hit
So
him.
when you Ziggy, when you could have paid 1 million to get your people to handle that and been done with that, it's hey, come on now.
But he probably didn't want to do all that.
he
You
could
know
have
what I'm
called
saying? It was
security. I'm
just an
sure he
ass
got
whooping
security.
level. You know what I'm
I'm,
saying? I don't think he
yeah,
wanted to take it that far. He just wanted to beat him up.
but
Somebody
I'm
Hey,
hit
sure
on
he
the
got
wrong time.
hey,
I'm
I
sure
would
the other guy probably got security or entourage with him. You know what I'm saying? Like AJ said, in a way, you could have been like nodded your head or
look.
snapped your finger, and you know what I'm saying. That could have been dealt with. He could have been thrown out. You remember the show Fresh Prince? How Phil used to always throw jazz out the front door. That's how he'd have been going out my front door. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, hey, he probably won't. He probably know that now. Now he know on a legal issue, he can go get a lawyer and probably sue the man, or you know what I'm saying, all type of stuff like that. Like I said, when you got money like that, you got to be careful, man, because people have to get some of it some type of way, and he just got to control that anger.
I would say this here, y'all. I want y'all to, we looking at it as just Busta Rhymes is arrested for assault on his assistant. Okay, and he was in the man's house allegedly or whatnot, from the reports we getting. But take it from a different perspective of this. What if it was a fight that was started by the other person, and he may have got some shots off on Busta, and then Busta reacted and whooped him down, whatever. But because Busta has a bigger name than this person here, he's the one always be the target no matter what. You may get baited into a fight. You did refer about Drake and Kendrick Lamar, and maybe Drake could have had some people go out and do something to him. But Drake and Kendrick Lamar are not back in that 90s era of hip hop. They in this new age of hip hop where everything can be perceived as maybe there's some things are staged. Maybe it's some recirculation of getting your name back in the news. Because even the current president right now says that any press, bad or good, is good press. It puts you out there. So some of these things could be looked at as, hey, it happened. You know,
That make a lot of sense. That make a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's a good side to bring out because that is exactly what could have happened. He hit him and then Bus went crazy on him.
yeah. I mean, we don't know who actually won the fight if the fight took place. We don't know.
Well, my
Well, and
thing,
then
my thing
call the
is,
police.
yeah, I'm
Right.
saying somebody call the police. That mean they got hit first. You know what I'm saying?
No.
They gonna take
It could
whoever
have
get
been
hit first.
somebody else that was in the house,
No.
like
If
that
you hit
dude
somebody
maid or
first,
something.
The police don't show up unless they call, but it's the first person who calls them that they always side with. It doesn't matter if that person is in the wrong or right.
yes, it
They
do.
just go, they
Look,
don't
dog.
care about that. If I call, if I call the police or the police is called out, I've been in a situation where the police have been called out, and I didn't call them, but somebody
Y'all
else called
have.
them. Right, exactly. Somebody else called them, and when they came, they went straight to the people who called them, and then them people pointed over to me, so they
But
started questioning me. They didn't
but if
give a
they
damn.
explain that story, and say that they hit you first, I guarantee you the police gonna take them to jail.
But you know
Not
nobody wouldn't do that.
No.
Nobody
Please don't-
of sound mind and body wouldn't say that. They know
Right,
the lie in that situation.
right, and
Especially if they the one called.
depending on how you are acting when the police pulls up, you could be the person that's in the right. But if you all emotional, screaming, yelling, uncontrollable, you going to jail because you have been accused of something. You may have not done nothing because you didn't call. Somebody else called. It's the first person that called that they go to their side first. It's like if you go into court, it's the same thing the judge will tell you. You're the defendant because you're not the prosecutor. You didn't press the charges. The other person did. You're the defendant. So you got to defend yourself. We questioning you. Now, if the prosecutor or the person that's pressing charges is not credible, then that'll be discovered. That's when things change around. To go to your point, Ziggy, where
Usually police will try to figure that out before they, you know what I'm saying, before they go to handcuffing people or something. But trust me, I'm telling you, I've been in a situation where, um, like I said, like you said, somebody else called the police, but they asked who hands on who first.
Yeah. Yeah. I
She
mean,
might have scratched me up, but I pushed her first. So that was the thing. I had to go to jail for disorderly conduct.
right. Both of y'all going if it's a domestic call. Trust and
Domestic,
believe.
exactly. It was domestic
Yeah.
violence. So
Yeah.
that's
Domestic
what I'm
call,
saying. So
you
that's
going.
what I'm saying. But even
Doesn't
though
that
I
depend on
touched
the
her
state
first,
laws,
Nah,
huh?
you
or is it
call.
all
That
across the board?
that does depend on the state. Yes, it does depend on the
Well,
state.
I
Yeah.
say this in Mississippi, if you call the police for domestic violence, both of y'all going. There ain't no question that both of y'all going because y'all both have created a toxic environment and it's gonna spill over to something different. In this situation, the police wasn't called for domestic violence. It was two men that should have handled that shit in a better way. Now,
Well,
if the other guy instigated and Busta finished it, or Busta instigated it and he finished it, or Busta instigated and the guy finished it and then called the police, that's fucked up all the way around because you still got two brothers that are fighting and they are making money, but they
right.
shouldn't be fighting over no fucking, whether it was a phone call, unless they were fighting not over money, but they were fighting over pussy.
Well, yeah, unless he called him on the phone with somebody. But I was gonna say, man, I would believe in that situation that they weren't the only two there, and somebody saw them fighting and called the police.
Yeah,
That's what
that
I
could
would say.
happen too.
That's
Yeah, that could happen too.
like maybe a maid or somebody cleaning up, somebody like that.
Yeah, anybody, another assistant, whatever.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Somebody that was in the room. Like,
yeah.
hey, I can't stop them from fighting. Let me call the police. Anything could happen.
Once you couldn't break it up because them two big niggas, you know what I'm saying? Can't nobody break it up. You gotta call the police.
Yeah, hey, I'll spray them down with some water. Hey, y'all calm down. Chill out. You like dogs
Should have
right
been
now.
somebody in there. They both should have had, like you said, entourage security. Security should have got in the middle of that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, nigga, hold up. Y'all ain't got to do this. You know what I'm saying? But Bus, like Junior said, I don't care what kind of bad day he was having, but man, I think he was having a bad day, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think it was something that ticked him off. Like you said, it might have been a woman. That's that. But then a rich dude like that, I don't think unless it's his wife, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What? It don't matter about money when it comes to men. Look, violence happens for three things: sex, money, and drugs. That's it. It's only three things that happen. The sex is about the pussy. The
Man,
money.
violence happen
You
for all
left
kind
out
of stuff, man.
disrespect. You left out
It's a good
disrespect.
opinion, bro. But violence happen for a lot of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like what's happening over there in Ukraine right now. It's about
Money.
money, huh?
Yeah, money. I just said what it's three things.
Yeah,
It's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Might agree with you on that one, nigga.
Yeah.
But look, yeah, man, I was just gonna say, man, we definitely hit this one hard, man. I mean, but I wanted to kind of got to close it up with saying that Busta, man, like y'all said, he should move better, and whatever he had to pay, go and pay it. They probably gonna be back partners and shit. You know how sometimes, like I said, if they known each other that long, they gonna probably get through that shit and be all right. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you fight with your brother, your cousin, your partner, and y'all be all right the next day. If somebody called the police, you know what I'm saying, and got in the middle of that shit, wasn't supposed to.
Maybe so, but we'll never know. I mean, even if they do sell out of court, we'll never know. But I think I have to agree. I think we done dived into this one pretty good. Unless anybody have anything else they want to say about Busta. JR, you have anything you want to say about him?
Nah, I really don't have nothing else. I think you guys pretty much, covered up everything. But like you said, man, it could have been a money grab as far as bringing it out with the TMZ version of it and everything. And by him being in his house, he probably felt disrespected. So I think it's gonna not end well for Mr. Buster because he's the bigger name, like you said, Diego. And I think it's not gonna end well on that end, on the financial end. He might feel like, oh, I got out on him, but is getting out on him worth $5 million? In my book, no.
Ain't nothing worth 5 million. Pussy ain't worth a million, 1.5, and goddamn it, just to prove that you goddamn can whoop some ass, don't equal no 5 million either. But
Well,
let's move to
well,
that
hold on. I
next
just
step.
gotta say one more thing on Busta, man. We be remiss if we don't say now he's had a good track record, man. It ain't like this dude be in trouble all the time, bro. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So this not like a one off, but this is the one time that the police got called and he had a long career.
Right.
So we got to give him his respect on that part. That shit, this is the first really allegations or things that we know has happened that he's been involved in a while.
Right.
Maybe I'm missing something, but it's just off the top of my head.
Yeah, I agree. That's why it's allegations. Like I say, you innocent until proven guilty, no matter what it is. Even if you settle out of court, you still never proven guilty. So we don't know. I mean,
I
at the
just
end of the
I
day,
just feel like he's smarter than that, man. He been doing too good and he's smarter than that. That's all I say. If you go that long, you can go plenty longer. But he's smarter than that. That was a to me that was a dumb move. That's all I'm gonna say. When you in the tabloids like that, it was a bad move.
I would agree. If he's guilty of it and he actually did it, if he was the instigator and the finisher of it, absolutely, absolutely. Whatever happens at that point, that's his own accord. But we don't know until all the facts are out. This is all just allegations and rumors at this point. That's all we can say. But let's move to the next point. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about Method Man. I mean, he's in the news as well. He got arrested for assault on his daughter's ex-boyfriend. They met up, or they were in the same gym, and Method Man went on and I guess handled his business. He showed him his METHOD, man. But
rapper and actor Method Man of the legendary hip-hop group Wu-Tang Clan is accused of assault that happened at a gym on Staten Island. Police sources say a man told officers the 53-year-old rapper, whose real name is Clifford Smith, punched him in the face several times on Monday. Investigators say the alleged victim had a previous relationship with Method Man's daughter. Officers do want to talk to the rapper, but no charges have been filed.
Yeah. Well, we see it. Young Method Man has got into an assault. Maybe the power got to him. I know he's a star on the Power Show. Maybe he might be in next season. You know what I'm saying? It might be he went on the other side. His role in the Power was he was an attorney, but
That shit might have went to his head a little bit.
went to his head. I know he's been working out for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing. It's the daughter's ex-boyfriend. So the dynamics is a little different than the situation we was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
This could be something different. So I want to see what the fellas, we're gonna go in reverse order this time. Junior, I want to hear what your take on that is.
Well, I have a different perspective on this. I have a daughter, and my daughter is very dear to me. And who knows what she said to her dad about how that relationship might have ended. It may have ended because possibly he probably was trying to force something upon her that she may not have wanted at the time. But I think everybody in this group right now, other than TM Ziggy, has a daughter. So I think you all can relate to what I'm saying. And if she came to you and said, Dad, such and such did this to me. Now, you haven't had a chance to have your conversation with such and such, and we just happened to meet up at the gym. Usually we go to the gym when we're trying to blow off some steam, trying to, power up for the next day so we can wind down. And I think he just caught him, and it was just the right time, the right moment, and, what happened. As the clip of the host said, no files, no charges have been filed. But you know why? Because he probably he was expecting that. He probably knew this was coming. It just was just a matter of time. Because if you did something to somebody's daughter, man, you might have to duck them for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And he ducked out, and that was it. And Method had ran up on him, and it was what it was. And if I'm probably thinking right, this guy should probably only be in his late 20s or 30s, man. If Method Man is 53, so if anything, he should have got out on him if he's an older guy. But we all seen him on Power. He take care of himself. This guy's well trained, and looks like he goes to the gym 2 to 3 times a week, and doesn't partake in everything what you shouldn't be doing after a certain age. So I think he may have just gotten his just desserts, man, and what I'm boiling it all down to. So I don't know all the intricate details of it, but I do know that I have a daughter, and you're not going to play with her like that. And that's my take on that.
Hey, I definitely agree. If it was his daughter, I mean, well, it is his daughter's ex-boyfriend. So if it was a situation where she was being mistreated in a physical way by the ex-boyfriend, yeah, some things we got to be seen. Hey, MJ, real quick before I bring in I wanted to ask this. Hey, could you bring up that picture that I put in the bottom? Because I just wanted if you bring it into the background, just showing a picture of Method Man after this assault. Because what Junior was talking about was that this man is 53 years old, and the youngsters should have got out on him. But if you look at this picture, you can make that determination of who got out on who. Yeah. He definitely looks like he's been in a nice fight. Been in a nice fight. Ziggy, no, my bad. AJ, I wanted you to expound on this topic real quick.
Well, fellas, my take on this from a father and from an emotional standpoint, I'm doing the same thing Method Man did. Bruises, scratches, and all. Once I see you, I'm on you. Ain't nothing else to be said. Ain't nothing else to be did.
Right, because I
I
know
mean,
we're not going to use it tonight.
from a logic standpoint, it's like me being Method Man, meaning I'm a powerful celebrity, I'm in the blogs, it's the same thing like we talk about with Busta Rhymes, guys. I'm gonna drop that bag on you, and I'm gonna get you taken care of. I ain't saying, DOA, I ain't saying nothing like that, but I'm gonna drop the bag on you and have them boys come to you and take care of you for doing what you did. But me saying that is from a basically emotional stance because I have a daughter, and if you put your hands on her, I gotta see something about you. I would feel it in my soul. I wouldn't be the man I would be if I didn't come see about it. Whenever I seen you, I wouldn't
Yeah.
be, the nigga I am. Sorry, subscribers, likers, viewers. I wouldn't be the guy I am if I didn't go address that. If I didn't go as soon as possible. If I didn't go, so
How
this
the house
topic for
feel to
me,
you?
this topic for her,
CJ, mute yourself, baby boy.
He got it. He
but
muted.
All right.
but this topic for me is like, I can't. I'm trying to speak from a logic standpoint, guys, but I can't. It come from my heart. It's very emotional because you put your hands on it. I gotta see about you. Whether I end up like he is in jail, whether I end up dead, hey, I got to see about you, and that's my take on that.
Great take. I think we all agree with that. No matter what it comes down to, being a girl dad, as we like to say, you're a girl dad. Don't put your hands on them, because if you put your hands on them, I gotta come. I'm coming. And what I'm saying, hold on, because I'm coming. And nobody wants to see that side. What I'm saying, nobody wants to see that side. They take you back to the time to kill. I don't care if you're getting escorted in the courtroom. I'm coming to see you. But we hope that there was something different. But if it is that, hey man, you did exactly what you were supposed to do, Method Man. You went and did exactly what you're supposed to. Ziggy, what you think about it?
Yeah, I take it. Yeah, like he said, he definitely acted off emotions because it was a smash on site deal. You know what I'm saying? You see him, hey, I gotta have you. Like you said, we don't know the conversation his daughter told him to make him react like that, but he definitely said something or did something, or you know what I'm saying, he was after something or disrespected her in the wrong type of way. And in that situation, no matter who got on who, just know that I will's coming for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if I did have an older daughter, supposedly I do supposed to have some twin daughters, not that I know of, but I haven't been in their lives, so I wouldn't, too much know. But like I said, there was a situation between me and their mom. But still, uh, if the case be they would have contacted me and they say, "Hey, somebody did this." Yeah, I gotta come see about you. You know what I'm saying? It's I definitely gotta come see about you. You know, it ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. Ain't no police gonna get called to you or nothing. I'm coming to see about you. But last I know, it's other guys in here, they got older daughters, and they definitely feel if their daughter was disrespected, they gotta come see about you. That's just man code. That's just law. Pretty much. Every man gonna feel that way. They got a daughter, or a mama or a sister or something. They gonna come to their rescue, and they gonna show them that, what I'm saying, they could have at one point you was in love with her. So what made you, put your hands on her or do this or whatnot, whatever you did. But like I said, I gotta take Method Man side on that one. I respect him on that one because he handled his business and did nobody. He ain't had to send nobody at him to, because you never know what somebody else will do. They might shoot him or something. He might didn't deserve that much, but that ass whipping is definitely coming. I respect that part about it. At least they fought it out, and it wasn't no guns or nothing involved to where it'll be a bigger issue. And for the guy to not press charges, I feel like he accepted that, and he knew he messed up. So what I'm saying, that was a good, excuse me, that was a good deal on that. Now if the state
Yeah, I
pick it
would have
up,
popped
it's
him.
another
I
thing.
would have popped him.
If the state pick it up, what I'm saying, that's another thing. I get it. The state want to intervene, but like I said, I respect Method Man for that one because I would have did the same thing. That's my
Yeah.
take.
Agreed. Like I said, if it came down to it was about the daughter, and the guy actually did something to the daughter, it's no logic is out the window anyway. I mean, logic always in the window, but it's ways that emotion is going to override that logic. But if there was something where them two had a beef just because, and it really didn't involve the daughter, it just so happened that he dated the daughter. And we really don't know what the case really was. But for the
Yeah, it's a
guy,
lot of what ifs. It's a lot of what ifs in there. So, like I said, that's just one of them things. You
right,
never know what was told.
right. But at the end of the day, the best thing is that whatever took place, we know a fight took place. At least both of them can move forward, versus somebody going to jail for even more violence, in the sense of, like I did hear you say, AJ, he would have caught a bullet. Not that again is the extent of what he actually did. That what I would say on that end. But MJ, share your thoughts. I'm sorry you didn't get a chance to expound on your thoughts. Go ahead and give me your thoughts on Method Man.
Yeah, man. There's a saying that goes like this: a girl dad keeps her ass whooping in his back pocket, and that's damn near all I got to say about that shit. Because you guys did a great job, man,
That part
covering everything, man. But I will say this though, I feel just like y'all feel, man. As a man with daughters, I'm going all out. I'm crashing out. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things that you're willing to die for, and that's one thing. I'm willing to die for my kids, and one of them. If I had a son too, be the same way. But well, I teach him how to defend himself. But a daughter, oh, I gotta see about you, man. Gotta see about you. So yeah, like I said, girl dad always keep an ass whooping in his back pocket, and it was on sight when he saw that dude. So just like y'all said, man, whatever his daughter told him that happened, and I know that man he's an older dude, so it had to be some evidence involved to get him crunk like that. You know what I'm saying? Now your daddy could, I mean, if he knows his daughter, and he knows his daughter wouldn't lie to him. The situation and the dynamics of that.
right.
But sometimes he probably got some evidence, like, yeah, oh, I see that. Oh, when I see this, you know what I'm saying? It was something that made him say, yeah, confirm that I need to smash this nigga when I see him. So that's pretty much my take, man. I mean, because you guys been doing a good job covering. Because I agree with everything y'all saying, man.
Yeah, I don't think more really more to because really the facts, all we know is he got in a fight with the boyfriend, the ex-boyfriend or whatnot. All we know is what we can assume, and we don't want to assume. We just say alleged, in the sense of just, hey, if the boyfriend put hands on the daughter, he had to get hands put back on him. To what extent? Now, there is another side of the coin. Do you know what kind of relationship does the father have with his daughter? At the same time, did she do something to instigate something between them two? Did she play a role in that? There's a lot of twists and some what ifs, that can be assumed in it. But what we do know is that a fight took place. A fight took place between those two individuals. We hope that it's over with, because we don't want to see any lives impacted more than they were already been impacted at this point. At this point, some of this country need to be, hey, we need to move from some of these things that we're seeing on a day-to-day basis. I think the next topic we have here is alien sighting. Unless anybody had anything else they wanted to say about.
Yeah, I got one more thing.
Go ahead.
Diego. When it comes to this Method Man and Busta situation, I mean, if I was in that caliber, meaning I have those amount of M's, I'm having a squad on standby ready to take care of any physical or whatever altercation that needs that I need to be partaking in or that needs to be handled. I'm not getting my hands dirty. See, I'm smart with the money. I'd rather, like I said on the Busta Rhymes situation, I'd rather spend a meal, 500,000 rather than coming up off that suing money of 5 million or whatever else million they're gonna sue me for. But bottom line, in them situations with that type of caliber I am, I mean, I will have them people on standby. Like, hey man, go get them. Look, you want what? Your mama need who? Your sister need what? Take care of what? All right, go get them. It's done. Say no more. Go get them and it's done. That's my take.
Word up.
Hey, and just to close this out, man, I think when it's to that level, I think it's more personal. It's not about him having the M's and can have that, because yeah, anybody with M's can have a squad. But when it's personal, that means hey, stand down. I got this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too, CJ.
Yeah, it definitely is a situation that was delicate that needed a personal touch. And like I said,
But I just wanted to say this real quick. Y'all, everybody seen Snowfall, right?
Yeah.
Everybody seen Snowfall. Y'all remember Uncle Jerome? Teach these young niggas how to squabble.
Right.
Gotta teach these young niggas how to squabble.
Yeah, Jerome, he went out. He went, yeah.
That was good. That was a good series. That shit.
Hey, they brought it back.
It just changed my mind.
Hey, they bringing it back. They gonna bring it back.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, they gonna bring it back. They gonna pick up where what's his name? Leon came back from Africa. When he came back from Africa and he found St. Clair, in that house.
Yeah, that shit was fucked up last scene, boy.
Right, but they gonna go back. They gonna go back to right before he came. He already was back in America, but it's gonna talk about that he's back in America. He looking for St. Clair, and it's gonna talk about how the impact of the drugs that they had sold and all that stuff is like affecting the community at that point, and now how he trying to rebuild the community of what he done destroyed, and who he's destroyed by doing what he did. But that's a different topic, different day. If y'all ain't watched Snowfall, you might want to go watch Snowfall. It is what's up.
Yeah.
But
yeah, man, go ahead. I got a video for that next topic whenever you're ready for me to drop it.
I want to say that real quick. I do remember that scene though in Snowfall where they had the CIA brother, the pilot, and they were just smacking him with the cocaine. Come on, wake up. Just smack him.
Hold on, let me think. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just smacking him. Come on, wake up.
That show that was good, bro.
That was good. But drop that next video, man. We're gonna talk about the UFOs, man. Drop that next video, sir.
NewsNation has independently obtained previously unseen video obtained from a secret UAP craft retrieval program. This extraordinary footage clearly shows an egg-shaped object dangling in a sling below the belly of a helicopter. Let's slow this down to take a closer look. That's an egg-shaped UAP suspended from a 150-foot long line. We're told the craft is about 20 feet long. The egg suspended in a cradle. And look how careful the pilot is as they bring their precious cargo into land. Let's freeze frame here to look at one of the clearest images of a UAP ever taken. This is no blurry light in a distant sky. The source of the footage putting themselves at incredible risk to record this UAP retrieval. Look at how perfectly smooth the craft is. No markings at all, and no visible means of propulsion or way to see inside. Watch how it rolls, almost graceful as it hits the ground, despite being wrapped in the ropes and canvas from the cradle as it's dropped for pickup. The UAP's final destination still unknown.
Interesting. For those of you they like UAPs, they talking about unidentified anomalous phenomena.
Aerial, unidentified aerial phenomena.
Yeah, they updated to now it's unidentified aerial phenomena.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, they updated to that, but at first it was called an unidentified anomalous phenomena.
Well, when we came up, it was called UFO. You know what I mean?
Right,
so,
right. Unidentified flying object. You know what I'm saying? Simple and plain.
Yeah.
You know, now you gotta, hey, damn, I gotta learn a new language almost.
Right.
It's here. But it kind of looked a little AI-ish, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, hey, how you get the camera up there in that so-called, was it the helicopter? A helicopter was dropping the UFO egg off.
What you doing in the army, dude?
I'm saying.
They got cameras all over that, man. They got gyroscopes, radars. Yeah, they can put a camera. Could have been somebody filming it.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Especially if you're in an Apache. There's cameras all over that motherfucker.
Yeah. The camera's all over, but what I'm saying is it looked a little more like, come on. I mean, so you got a big ass egg.
Matter of fact, I don't mean to interrupt you, but matter of fact, they use cameras for targeting systems now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's all. Hey, look, cameras are all over. It's way more advanced stuff in this. It's in military access. But if that's a UFO egg, so it has some interesting ways of how they drop it down and made sure they were like, hey, we can't let this thing crack right now. It's still incubating. That's a little weird. That's a little different. Anybody want to take the flow first on that? You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and give me an opinion.
I'll take it, man. Since I went last on the other topic, I like how you did that. I do like how you did that, brother. But look though, man, I was almost with you on how it looked almost fake for a second, but I looked at where the article came from. It came from News Nation, which is some accredited source that I have heard of before. So that part plus the fact that the end when he zoomed in on it and he started speaking about the features, those are not human-like features right there, unless now I thought it could have been one of our crafts, you know what I'm saying, since we were able to handle it and doing all this stuff with it, because we got stuff, but I don't think we've advanced enough to make the egg. I don't think, but after they caught this one, I guess we will be able to, you know what I'm saying, because they're gonna break it all the way down, every part they can. They're probably trying to figure out what to cut it open with right now, if it ain't already ours.
No. They ain't opening that boy up yet. They want to let it hatch. They ain't gonna keep the material. It's gonna be interesting. Hey, look, now you don't know. Hey, you heard me.
That's
I don't know where it's
bro.
at. I know where it's at.
Look, if it's an alien, you want an alien, you gonna wait on them to come out, eat your ass. That's what you waiting on.
No, they got places for them to be at when they come out. so they can observe it. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta watch so they can be like, okay, now we know what this particular object is because we done watched this object do this. You know, kind of not to be the dead horse, but you know, it kind of go back to that caterpillar becoming that butterfly. You know, they gotta watch this thing do what it do. You know, they don't want to interject yet, not yet. Maybe the second.
I don't know, bro. I mean, that's a good opinion, but I'm gonna let somebody, one of the other fellas speak on it.
My bad. I wasn't posing. This is our first bit. My bad. Go ahead. Junior, Ziggy?
Yeah, you know, I want to chime in on that, man. I had to watch that video a couple of times, man, and in that one, you know, like I said, that could have been the actual first UAP that was discovered, but I want to know what's inside of it. Is it really just a stone? Is it an egg? Is it a ship? You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's one of them things where, you know, we don't know until the media or whoever covering the source actually, you know what I'm saying, opens it up or it comes out, whatever it is. You know, for a minute, I used to always believe in aliens since ET came out, but now I'm to a point where it's like I don't want to believe it until I see it. And this video kind of, you know, starting to open up a few eyes. Maybe the government starting to come out and truthfully tell people what's going on, you know. But like I said, until some identified object come up out of that thing, you know, something got to be in it. If not, then it's really nothing but a sculpture or a structure, maybe, that they want to put up somewhere and it symbolizes something. You know, you never know. But like I said, we'll have to get more images, more videos of it. I don't want to go into too much about it because I feel like I don't know too much about it yet. All we see is what we see out the video. And
Take a look at
like I
that
said,
image there, Ziggy. You looking at the
yeah,
camera?
yeah, I saw that
Look
one,
at the
but that's
size
what I'm
comparison to the human being, you know, in the truck and all that.
correct. That's why I said it could be just a sculpture or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got you.
It could be just one of those things where you know how the Russians they symbolize the egg a lot. You know, they got this big egg, and then you open it up, and there's another egg inside, and you open it up, and there's another egg inside. But you know, like I said, it could be one of those things. But like I said, we'll really never know until we find out what's inside of it. Once we see what's inside of it, the people want to know. You know what I'm saying? Not just the government. The people want to know. If we know that there's some other objects out there or other beings out there, then you know we can have a sense of okay, well, there's something else out there. You know, but like I said, now it's just one of them things where we waiting to see. We got to hurry up and wait.
This is the thing I want to pose. I want to pose this right here, and that's an interesting, very interesting take on that. I want to pose this right quick. If it's 20 feet in size, that means that whatever's inside of it is going to be bigger than 20 feet, unless it's multiple in that egg. The second thing is,
what if it's a ship though? But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. The second thing you can say is, what laid that egg? Okay, and how big is it? The third part is, where the hell y'all find this egg at? Okay, and the fourth, if that picture that you had up a minute ago, put that picture back up if you can. That picture with the egg, yeah, that picture. If that is the actual egg that they dropped in that video, where did those hieroglyphics come from? And I would ask y'all to just think about that. Those four things. What are those hieroglyphics? Who laid that egg and how big is it? How big is that thing inside the egg? He's gonna be bigger than 20 feet, or is it multiple things inside that egg? And the Fabergé eggs, what you was talking about, Ziggy, with the Russians, they got them Fabergé eggs. They expensive as hell too. AJ, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What you got?
We know. Hold on. Before that, I do want to tell you, we know that it's probably in Area 51.
Oh yeah, I mean that was understood. Yeah, that's why I ain't say it, but that's understood. Yeah. But
I heard they got a new area now because that one got so popular. I heard they got a new spot.
Right, exactly. They got a whole new spot now. Don't think it's there. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you know, Area 51. It's in the Area 51 type of place.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can say that.
AJ, what you got?
Well, fellas, on this take here is very sensitive, so I'm gonna keep it brief and short. I mean, the powers that be are only going to allow us to know and do certain things. And if we try things, which is free energy, um, clean distilled free water without using their services, is going to be a catastrophic fail. So that's my take on this. The powers that be is only going to show us and allow us to do what they want us to do. That's my take.
Right.
All right. Well, that means that leaves. And hey, look, and the powers that be. I would just say this, just expound on your point 1 second. The powers that be, if they're allowing us to see this particular egg, is this really the first? Jr. You know what I'm saying? What you think about this?
Exactly, RJ. Exactly, Diego. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. What you think about, not necessarily, well, I mean the whole thing, you know what I'm saying, about the egg itself. Like, or is it a proposed egg, or this UAP? We just say this UAP to keep it classy.
Well, my take on that, man, is similar to AJ. It's like they're only gonna let you see what they want you to see. If this is coming out now, then this is probably the 40th or 50th they've actually recovered. I'm believing this is more, is less biological and more mechanical. You're thinking this is biological, where it could hatch and this, that, and the other. I'm on the other side, is more mechanical in the point of why they wanted it recovered. So if that, in like you were possibly alluding to, may have been biological, you would probably take that to Antarctica, whereas it could hatch, it could have free range, it wouldn't kill a lot of people, and then no one is allowed down there other than scientists. And every we can't agree on everything at no time, but that's the only place they've agreed about as far as everything, as far as everybody cannot come here.
That's
Tourists
right.
get to tourists get to hit one little space and say, "Yeah, you're there. You see the little penguins? All right, let's go." But as far as exploring, no, sir.
Yeah.
You would never get to explore Antarctica,
Right.
and it alluded to it in the last King Kong movie. That's where you would take something almost, because you would have to. Because if you had that in South America, it's people in South America with cell phones that's gonna record it. Like the guy that down in South America that went missing, that recorded that giant walking up that cliff. So even though these are third world countries, man, they still have camera phones, man. So if that was in the U.S., it's gonna get put out, and that's true for every other country at this point, man. They may be third world countries, but I believe it's some Aborigines in Australia running around with cell phones when they go to their little hut. They just have they just have the charger that's solar powered. They're not walking up to nothing plugging it up. They have a solar panel, which everybody should have, just in case anything ever happens. The sun's gonna always be there, and it can always charge your stuff up. But alluding to the hieroglyphics, that's something that's very interesting, because if you go look at that movie Stargate, it had
Mm-hmm.
hieroglyphics on it, and
Mm-hmm.
they give you little bitty nuggets every time in a movie. It's like not a half truth, but it's a partial truth to it. So something about that is true. So I did see those images carved into the side of it too. I didn't think anyone else saw it, but my point is, I think that's more mechanical. Hence the point of why they recovered it, and they're not taking it to some spot, because if you take it somewhere here in the U.S. and it breaks containment, then it's no way to, what I'm saying, keep it contained, because that desert is only so big before you're in California one direction, then you'll be in, what I'm saying, Nevada in the other, Las Vegas the other direction. So it's only a matter of time before people are gonna see that, and now everyone is privileged to a camera and a recording device. So it's not like
back in the Rodney King days when you had to have that big box on your shoulder and record. Everybody can record the police now. Henceforth, why George Floyd was able to get justice, man, because everyone is his own media person now. Everyone is a reporter now. So, and that's my take on it.
I would say this: they if they take this particular egg to Antarctica, which Antarctica in some theories, if you're a flat earther, you'll say that the world is surrounded by an ice wall, which Antarctica is. It's the seventh, supposedly, it's the seventh continent, which stops us from being able to get to the other sides of the so-called world that we are a part of, where they talk about different maps have different showings of land masses. We have had a man
on
that
the moon.
well, Richard Byrd, that was the first Indiana Jones type cat. And he went to Antarctica and he surveyed it. He went through a certain area and he said it's got more natural resources than the world has down here. And it's a different area down here. And then right after he died, he's on the you can go look him up, and this is some black and white videos back in the 20s, back in the late 20s. Right after he died, they did make a world peace treaty where no one, as JR was alluding to earlier, no one can go to Antarctica except for that first outpost that they have, because they have a so-called research area in Antarctica. But if you take that egg to Antarctica, and it's already 20 feet big, is from what they said in the report, 20 feet big egg, and you drop that thing there and it hatches, that makes me think of is, hey, this must be the land of the giants. And that's why that ice wall there. So these giants can go on that side of the wall, and we can be in this side of the wall.
Hey, but Professor, man, I agree with JR, man, on that mechanical side. I think it's mechanical because most crafts that you see gonna have those hieroglyphics. I can't even get tongue twisted. Hieroglyphics in there, and those are actually other languages that we can't read. Those are sometimes they're alien languages we can't recognize and we can't read it. I wish we can get a close up on it, but then it might be something like, some of that old writing too. It could be some of the same writing. They might have that on there, so we can try to encrypt it. You know what I'm saying? But with those markings on the side, and also with them placing it on green grass, tells me that it's somewhere in the U.S. and they picked it up. Like I said, they picked it up out the water. But I guarantee that, like you said, they didn't leave it right there. When that helicopter dropped it off, some big ass something came and picked it up. It ain't sitting right there no more. So
Exactly. Yeah, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's
So I agree with JR, it being mechanical, and what they probably gonna find in there is one little alien that they shot down and killed with a direct energy weapon or something. You know what I mean?
They may not be dead. If it's something in there, it's still something biological.
Well, if you knocked it out of the sky, yes, it may not be dead, but there's a chance that it could be dead. Depends on what you used. I mean, we ain't that slow now. If we've been seeing them all these years, we probably know we got some weapons that'll knock them out the sky. We always did that back in Roswell. We did it, so I know they can still do it.
Hey, look, but just like we got airbags in our cars, they got some type of airbags in that damn.
That's a good assumption, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Come on
Hell
now. If this motherfucker supposedly went through fucking galaxies to get over here to fuck with us, or were they right outside the firmament and they done dropped through the firmament?
Let me explain to you on how most alien crafts are. They are mechanical and biological. They are hooked up to that. Sometimes when they sit in that seat, it be different senses. That it can be something hooked into their skull, and stuff hooked into their arm, like we in the hospital got IVs and stuff,
like the Matrix.
Stuff like that. Yeah, like the Matrix, and they just sit inside those vehicles like that. And there's also a theory that those are like the alien grays are little droids. They don't really have like a body, or you know what I'm saying, or they don't have a soul, is somebody else, like a remote viewing and using that drone. They use it as a drone,
Yeah.
and it could be one of them in there, but I doubt it. We don't see them rolling in that. Them niggas just appear out of nothing.
Hey, I'm just saying, I mean, we don't know what it is. I mean, like, we know that where there's smoke, there's some fucking fire. We
I
do
agree
know
with
that.
that.
You know what I'm saying? So we can start with that at least. But some theories, hey,
Professor, I don't really think it would have to come from what you're referring to as like through the firmament, or what others will refer to outer space, because if this world is made up of 70% water, it means there's more water than it is land. Wouldn't that be correct?
and where,
Yes, sir.
and where was it found?
In the water. It was
Where
found in the
space,
So
water. They say they picked it up
space,
out of the water.
where space
But I
really
think they
exists.
so
shot it down, bro. Because as a matter of fact, I've seen a TikTok video that showed that actual egg flying around. I think it was last year. I seen it. It had a propulsion, zero gravity propulsion, beam coming out the bottom of it. And it was flying around. I've seen that before. I don't know if it was the same egg, but it was something that looked just like that.
But
and I believe they're coming out of these oceans, my guy, because the
right,
oceans they're not fully explored, man. It's like we
right,
want to leave the earth, and we haven't completely explored the earth, because it's so much
Yeah,
of the water, because it's so much pressure, it's so much,
yeah.
it's not conducive for a human body to be down there very long. Even in a submarine, man, you got to gradually rescind to keep your head from popping, your ears from blowing out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so many other things we'd have to face. And this is one thing that lets me know this is accurate. NASA trains in the water, so
all the way.
it's almost, those are two almost the same thing, because you can't breathe in water, and supposedly you can't breathe in
Breathing
space.
space,
So
right?
You can't breathe in space. It's too compact. That's water up there. There's no way you can breathe
so
in space.
So I'm
so
hold on.
that's just my take on that, Professor. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. I mean, you can't breathe in that. And then at the same time, man can't get more than 8 miles down. The pressure too strong. If you can't go 8 miles deep, that's why the reference like 8 miles. You know, say 8 miles. Y'all know y'all heard that 8 mile reference.
Yeah,
8
yeah, but
miles. You can
that's
drill.
far as human can go. They say submarines. I think, is that the submarine depth level?
No, hell no. Submarine depth level. Let's see what the submarine depth level is. Just a quick. But that's drilling. You can't even drill past the damn diamond tips. Won't go past. It's just automatically. Oh, this
Well,
too
I've
deep.
heard of some scientists, explorer, sent a machine down there, some kind of drone down there with a camera down the Mariana Trench, and say he discovered all kind of new stuff. Just put it
Right,
like that.
right.
And I saw a little bit of the video. The stuff I seen, I'm with you. It looked like CGI. It just looks so crazy,
Yeah,
So
it's
I
like
don't know,
it's like a
but
so
it could be down there though, because I ain't been
oh,
down there.
down there. Hey, it's if you got a whole different type of animal that's down there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because they don't have no light. You know what I'm saying? They don't use oxygen. You know what I'm saying? Not like that. Not in the breed. They have a different structure, a whole different anatomy, and
Yes, sir.
they eating way different than you eat. You know what I'm saying? It's different type of predators. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's
man, we didn't hit that hour mark, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We didn't hit these topics pretty good tonight, fellas. It's up to you, Professor, if you want to keep going a little bit. We
I
missing
thought,
AJ. He
yeah,
said
that
he wanted
give his
to expound on our last show because he missed it out. Maybe he'll join back in. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all do what y'all do on that, fella.
yeah. I think we all hit. I was waiting to see if AJ was gonna come back, but since we already hit that hour mark, I mean, hey, we wanted to give you that chance, AJ. You can come on back real quick, but if not, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. You know, last remarks and what everybody got to say, man. Let's hear from you, Ziggy. What you got? Jay,
Yeah,
everybody go ahead and chime in right quick.
I'll take one. Man, that is pretty interesting, man. I like what everybody's saying. I want all our subscribers to definitely like, subscribe, comment what y'all think um about all three topics. But on that UAP, man, and like I said, man, that's something because I want to know what actually proposed that thing. There's it's a lot of questions to ask. What propels it? I mean, and what type of gravity um can it withstand, or what I'm saying, how fast can it go, or can it disappear? What I'm saying, you never know. But if it's ever able to come alive or charge up or fly away or whatever the case may be, man, that's gonna be pretty interesting, man. You never know, that thing might can move the earth. We don't know. So I mean, all I can say is don't poke the bear. Hey, you never know.
Nah, I don't poke that bear. JR?
Yes, sir. I just want to give a shout out to all the viewers. Thank y'all for tuning in. Without y'all, we wouldn't be here. I want y'all to continue to like, subscribe, and share. And like I said, man, let's try to invest some of these billions of dollars that we're trying to shoot up into the atmosphere, into the sky, and into the firmament. Let's find out what's on this planet, man. Because I'm sure it's still a megalodon here, man. It's just that we haven't
Mm-hmm.
found them yet. I know the Leviathan is down there. We touched this topic one time, man. I
Yes.
know if it's in the Bible, the Leviathan is still alive, man. God created two of them, but one of them had to be destroyed because they wouldn't stop fighting. But I know it's still a great Leviathan out there, and there's no other animal that can match it. It's just waiting till these end times, man, to be unleashed. You know what I'm saying? Because the world's never gonna be flooded again, so we understand what's the opposite of a flood, and this is going on in California. So we're over here freezing, and they wish it was cold out there, so some of that could stop burning, man. So everyone, you
Right.
stay conscious of the topics about what's going on around you in your world and in your environment. Think about others, man, and then just give back, man, if you can. Peace.
Yo.
Bet.
Okay, go MJ, go ahead. Because I wanted to just.
Yeah. Well, no, I was just gonna say the same thing, man. Like I always say, and like the brother said, if y'all been with us this long, like and subscribe. We got something for you coming. You know what I'm saying? Once you sub up, that's all you gotta do is hit a button. We got you. And yeah, appreciate you fellas, man. Even AJ and everybody, man. And Professor, give you props tonight, bro.
Oh yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. I just want to say, man, welcome everybody. You know what I'm saying? Again, back to this show, man. Look, y'all been with us this long, man. Y'all got to like and subscribe. I just wanted to say, I did bump into a woman that said that, hey, some of these phenomenons that's going on, it's supposed to go on. It's a necessary thing because it's a polar shift going on as far as the North and South Pole are shifting. And because of that shift, that's why these extreme weathers can take place. And then it could unleash some of the things that JR was alluding to. So that may be some of the things that's why we're seeing some of the strange things we're seeing. Fire on the West Coast, snow in New Orleans. That's
Don't
wild.
forget about portals and malls. Hey,
Right. You know what I'm saying? People running out the mall saying it's a shooting, but it's not a shooting. And, it's getting a little different. We want y'all to like and subscribe, hit that noty bell. You know what I'm saying? Come check us out. We'll be back Sunday. We'll holler back. Peace. Check town. Peace.
Shout out to my partner with one leg come out, he finna run to the stove.
Put a mask on, the lights out, the lights out, I swear.